Make this homemade cheese in just 10 minutes. It turns out creamy, delicate, and tastes better than many store-bought cheeses. First, pour 2 liters of milk into a large pot and slowly heat it up. In the meantime, prepare an empty milk carton. Cut a larger opening at the top because later it will be used as a mold for the finished cheese. This gives the cheese a nice shape and makes it easy to slice later. Once the milk is very hot and almost boiling, add salt to taste and 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Stir gently. After about 2 minutes, you will notice the milk starting to curdle and the whey separating from the cheese curds. This means everything is working perfectly. Let it cook for a few more minutes over low heat so the curds separate completely. Next, prepare a strainer and carefully drain the curd mixture. Leave it for a moment so all the whey can drain off properly. The better you drain the curds, the better the texture of the final cheese will be. Once the mixture is well drained, transfer it to a pan. Add 1/3 teaspoon of baking soda and 100 grams of melted butter. Mix everything very thoroughly so the ingredients combine well. Cook over low heat for about 30 minutes, stirring constantly. Over time, the mixture will become smoother, creamier, and more elastic. Once the cheese has fully melted and reached a smooth consistency, transfer it into the prepared milk carton. Smooth the top with a spoon or spatula, cover with plastic wrap, and place it in the fridge overnight. By morning, the cheese will be perfectly firm, delicate, and ready to slice. It tastes amazing on fresh bread, with vegetables, or simply on its own. Once you make it, you will not want to buy store-bought cheese again. I don't buy mozzarella from the store anymore. Let me show you a trick that saved me quite a bit of money. Start with 1 liter of milk, pour it into a pot, and set it over medium heat. Insert a thermometer and make sure the temperature reaches exactly 47 degrees Celsius. This moment is crucial. Only then will everything curdle properly. Once the milk is heated, add 3 tablespoons of white vinegar and stir thoroughly. You'll see the milk begin to curdle. Cook for a little while longer until the curds clearly separate from the whey. Now it's time to strain. Pour everything through a sieve. Separate the whey and press the white curds well, first with a spoon or spatula, then with your hands. Do it gently but thoroughly to remove the excess liquid. Next, add 1 small teaspoon of salt to the hot whey and stir. Using the sieve, pour a bit of this hot whey over the curds in a bowl. Now it's time to shape the cheese. Use a spatula or spoon to form an initial ball, then shape it with your hands. It can be a classic ball or, like mine, slightly elongated. Finally, submerge the mozzarella in cold water so it firms up and holds its shape. And that's it. Soft, springy, fresh, and delicious. Just like from a true Italian countryside. Homemade mozzarella from basic ingredients, with no artificial additives. Try it. I guarantee that after this, you'll never go back to store-bought. Since I discovered this method, I no longer buy ready-made products and I save money. Prepare a bowl and 6 green apples. Peel them thinly. The peels contain natural yeasts and bacteria. Transfer the peels to a larger container. Then pour warm water over them. The water activates natural processes and helps release the apple's components. Seal the container tightly to protect it from contamination. Cover it with a kitchen towel and place it in a dark spot for 20 days. Darkness supports calm fermentation. Every 3 days, remove the towel and stir to aerate the liquid and support bacterial activity. Over time, natural sugars will transform into vinegar with a distinctive aroma and flavor. After 20 days, your homemade apple cider vinegar is ready to use. Using a funnel, pour it into your favorite bottle. Homemade, natural, and far better than store-bought. Try it once, and you won't go back. Don't overpay for mustard full of mystery ingredients. Make it at home. Add about 5 ounces of mustard seeds to a bowl and pour in about 1 ounce of water. Cover it with a small plate and let it sit overnight. Drain the seeds. Well-soaked mustard seeds turn soft and blend easily, giving you a smooth, pleasant texture. Rinse them under running water, then transfer them to a blender. Add about 3 ounces of water and about 1 ounce of vinegar. The vinegar adds a bright acidity. Add 2 tablespoons of honey and 2 teaspoons of salt. Blend until smooth. Finally, add 1 tablespoon of oil and stir it in. Move the mustard to jars and refrigerate. By the next day, the flavor becomes deeper and milder. Mustard seeds are what give mustard its strong character. They're the base of every good mustard. Your homemade mustard is perfect for sandwiches, sauces, marinades, and meat. Make it once, and you'll never buy store-bought mustard again. You'll never buy cheese from the store again, a natural homemade cheese with no hidden additives or preservatives. Start by placing cheesecloth over a large glass jar. Pour about 1 gallon of whole milk through the cloth. Then add 2 egg yolks and strain them through as well. The yolks will make the cheese silky and creamy. Add a bit of salt to taste and mix well with a whisk. Next, add some Greek yogurt. It gives the cheese a rich flavor and aroma. Stir everything together. Place the jar in a pot lined with a kitchen towel and fill the pot with water up to about halfway up the jar. Cook on medium heat for about 40 minutes. Strain the curdled milk through the cheesecloth and refrigerate for at least 2 hours. After that, your cheese is ready. The taste is incredible, firm texture, perfect for slicing. Serve it on sandwiches or in salads. Stop spending money on store-bought products full of additives. Once you try it, you'll never want any other cheese again. Light a candle first. Without it, your recipe won't work. Before I explain why this step is so important, get a tall jar and make sure it's clean and dry. Crack 3 fresh eggs into the jar. Then pour in about 2 cups of canola oil. That's what gives the mayo its creamy texture. Add 1 tablespoon of vinegar plus a pinch of salt and sugar. This balances the flavor perfectly. Now add a spoonful of mustard. That's what gives it its unique aroma and character. Take a hand blender and mix for about 2 minutes. You'll see the mixture quickly turn pale and creamy with a silky texture. In just a few minutes, you'll have homemade mayonnaise that tastes so good, you'll never want the store-bought kind again. And here's why the candle was so important. It gently warms the air and helps bring all the ingredients to a similar temperature. That's the key to making sure the mayo doesn't separate and turns out perfectly smooth. You won't find rhubarb vinegar like this in stores. Chop the rhubarb and add it to a jar. Add 2 tablespoons of sugar and pour water over everything. Stir well until the sugar fully dissolves. Cover the jar with a kitchen towel and secure it with a rubber band. Leave it in a warm place for 4 weeks. After that, you'll have a simple homemade rhubarb vinegar with no preservatives.